clothes for back to school. We've been doing this thing for as long as we have been parents, but we find out that every year at this time, we're still struggling. Welcome to today's episode of Because I Can. Today, I'm here to share my thoughts as always. On this channel, we talk about everyday life issues, and today I'm here to talk about back to school saga. Like every year at this time, I have this anxiety. I don't even know the name to give. If there's different names to the different anxieties that people go through, but oh my god, one of the reasons why I go through this anxiety is that I'm the kind of person who wants to be on time, who just wants to get things done and out of the way. So just knowing that I have to do back to school shopping and I haven't done it, there's something reminding me constantly in my mind that, oh, there's something that you have to do that you haven't done. So it just gives me this certain kind of anxiety. And should I say what makes it worse is like when you have more than one child to send back to school, it's not easy. You have 1, 2, 3. I think what makes it worse is the number of kids that you have. Like somebody like me, I'm a mother of 4. 4 kids with 4 unique expectations and their choices. It's like, I don't know. My kids already know that when once we are out there doing back to school shopping, it becomes a life lesson, especially when they are going way above my budget. I'm like, guys, you cannot pick everything that you see. Pick what is important. Let's talk about the time that we take out to go shop for these things and the money that we spend. In as much as it looks like some of these items are very cheap, and when you go to the shop, it's like $1.99, $2.99, $3.99. But whenever I get to the counter, those $1.99 sum up to like $300. And that is just the first time that I step out to do back to school shopping. Like I do back to school shopping 3 times, because one of the things that I did this year that is very significant, and I say let me come and share it with all the mothers out here or all the parents out here, is that I started my back to school shopping very early. I started in July. Unlike before, the thing that I did differently this year is that I picked one child, took the child's list, went out to get what the child needs. Before now, I usually take all 4 of them, get the list of all 4 of them, and when I get to the shop, I'm so stressed out, I'm so angry. Now it's not just about time. What is stressing me most, I won't even lie, is the money I'm spending. Like, why am I buying school bag again? The school bag that I bought last year is not even bad yet, but the kids think that they can't use the same school bag that I used last year to school this year. Mothers, how are you guys finding it? Or parents generally, how are you finding it? So, like I was saying before, it made the process this year very easy for me. I started very early and I took one child at a time. I went with my last child first, then I went with my first child second, then I went with my twins last. So it was easy. Going from one department store to another, that's another part of the stress of back to school shopping. Like if I don't see something in one of the store, I have to go to another store. Moving from one store to another with a bag full of whatever I got out from the first store is not easy. How are you guys finding it? The financial part of it, I don't know. I don't think anything prepares us for that. And we know that when we talk about back to school shopping or back to school generally, there's this peer pressure that our kids go through as well as us parents. In as much as we don't admit it that we have our peer, or should I say adult pressure. In case you don't understand what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is that whenever I go to my kids' school, I see some of these kids so well dressed. Even me that I'm a mom, I'm feeling like, whoa, I'm not doing enough. Am I alone? Let me ask all of you on this channel, all my supporters to say, am I alone on this feeling? Like, I just see some parents just go extra mile. Like, it's not even extra, it's just something that we can all do for our kids, but not all of us have the financial capacity to do it, okay? So I see some kids and I'm like, oh my God, I don't even think I'm doing enough for my kids. Do any mother or do any parents feel that way? And the kids also feel like, of course, they have people who they look up to in school or they want to be like, or it might not necessarily be like they want to be like somebody, but they just feel like, I want to look up to, I don't know. They just feel like they want to look up to standard. Because when you have kids that are grown and they know exactly what they want, back to school shopping is not easy. Back to school Sending them back to school is not easy because they want to go back with brand names. Like when you talk about sneakers shopping, they talk about backpack. You don't just go to the store and just pick up any backpack and just pick up any sneakers for the kids. You have to go with the kind of, or you have to go with the list that they give to you. There's something I've made my kids to understand. I don't want to hear my friend did this is what my friend, that is a no-no in my house. I will do what I can do for you. I will do it to the best of my abilities. Like, I can't do past my bank account, right? I can't do more than what my bank statement is saying. So I'm just gonna do all. I can't do more than what my bank balance is saying. But seriously, it's very stressful, especially for parents who always want their kids to be on point. The parents who always want their kids to look good. You are not careless with your kids. You are always very mindful. Trust me, it makes most parents go a long way, and it's very stressful to get them all the things that they need. How are you guys coping this period? I'm not even talking about the school fees part yet. We're just talking about just the regular school supplies, the books, all the necessities that they need to have a successful school year. That's just what we're talking about. It's not easy. I'm just here to say kudos to all the parents in the house, especially mothers. I know we are the one who goes to cross all our T's and dot all the I's for the kids. Thank you guys so much. And you are not alone. We are in it together. And I would say that 85% of our anxiety and stress come from the financial aspect of sending these kids back to school. I don't know about every other person, but I'm talking about myself. Like, I don't think I'm going to be having so much anxiety if it does not involve money that much. So we do this every year, and yet nothing prepares us for it. Share your experience with me in the comment section. How are you all coping out there with sending the kids back to school in September? In some other states and some other countries, kids are already back to school already. But for majority of the kids, they are all going back to school in September. How are you all coping? Don't worry. We serve a living God, and He will continue to provide for us, so we can also provide for these children. I don't know for every other person out there, but the reason why I always have a smile on my face is because of my kids. Another problem, why do kids feel that what they use in the last school year, they can't use it in the next school year? Why? Should we also educate the kids about trying to repeat what they had from the last school year, that it's okay for them to use it in this school year if it is not spoiled? Like backpacks. Why are we out here buying backpacks every school year? Another area where I feel very stressed sending the kids back to school is the aspect of some of the schools, the kids are allowed to put on school uniform as well as regular clothes. So it's either the kids are wearing regular clothes to school, or they have the opportunity to wear the school uniform. So as for me, I have told my kids that the only time you can wear regular clothes to school is going to be on Friday, because I'm not out here trying to buy clothes every week, because I tried it with my kids, allowing them to wear regular clothes to school, and the next week my girls came to me, "Mom, I've run out of clothes." And I'm like, "What do you mean you have run out of clothes?" Oh, they say, "Mom, I can't repeat what I wore last week this week." Are you kidding? And that is when I came up with a rule that, hey, you can only wear regular clothes on Friday. I cannot kill myself. How? Like, who do these kids think we are again? Parents, what are your experience? I'll be glad for you to share your own experience with me in the comment section. Do we also talk about the case of shoes? Like, sometimes I buy shoes this week, and in the next 3 months, it's no longer their size. Should we let our bank account begin to communicate with this kid so that they can also regulate their feet as well? Like, back to school is not easy. I wouldn't even lie. Especially, like I said earlier, for those parents who are not careless with their kids, for those parents who want to make sure that their kids look as well as they are doing academically. It's not easy. But however it is, just do the best that you can. The kids will understand when they grow up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode.